My friends, the time for hesitation has passed. Too long have we wandered in the fog of uncertainty, distracted by the lesser things of life, lulled into a kind of spiritual drowsiness. The hour is late, and the battle is at our gates. There is no room now for half-hearted faith, or for words that do not lead to action. There is something within you, something placed there by the one who breathed life into you, a power so dangerous, so unstoppable, that the enemy of your soul has spent years trying to make you forget it exists. But today, this moment, I call upon you to activate it. You may have felt it before, stirring deep within you like a flame beneath the surface. It is the power that makes mountains tremble, the power that breaks chains, the power that causes darkness to flee. It is the power that the greatest warriors of faith have wielded, the power that has turned the tide of history, the power that makes the enemy shake in fear. And yet, so many walk through life unaware of it, or worse, afraid to use it. I am speaking, of course, of your faith. But not the kind of faith that sits politely in the pews on Sunday and then sleeps the rest of the week. Not the kind of faith that agrees with truth but never stands for it. No, I speak of a faith that moves, a faith that acts, a faith that refuses to be silent when the world demands compliance. I speak of a faith that is dangerous to the forces of darkness because it refuses to bow to fear. There is an illusion that has kept many bound, a lie that whispers you are too small to make a difference. This lie is the favored weapon of the enemy because it convinces the mighty that they are weak. It persuades those filled with divine purpose that they are ordinary, that their prayers are ineffective, that their voices do not matter. But let me tell you this, when a man or woman of faith stands up, the world notices. When you decide that you will no longer be passive, that you will no longer bow to the shadows, that you will no longer silence the fire within you, then you become unstoppable. Do you think the darkness fears an inactive believer? Do you think the enemy trembles at one who merely agrees with truth but never lives it? No. But when you rise, when you dare to believe that the Spirit of the living God dwells within you, when you declare war on fear, when you step out in boldness, then you become a force that cannot be ignored. Then the gates of hell itself cannot stand against you. You were not created to blend into the background. You were not designed to live a life of comfort and ease. If that were the case, then why is there a battle in your soul? Why do you feel the deep call to something greater? It is because you were meant for more. You were meant to stand in the arena, not sit in the audience. You were meant to wield the sword, not hide behind the shield of others. You were meant to set captives free, not live like a captive yourself. Consider the heroes of the faith, the ones who dared to believe when others doubted, the ones who refused to bow when the world demanded their surrender. They did not have easy lives. They were not comfortable. They were mocked, they were threatened, they were thrown into prisons and into the fire, and yet their voices have not been silenced. The echoes of their courage still ring through time, calling out to us, challenging us, awakening us. If you have been waiting for permission to step into the calling upon your life, let this be it. If you have been waiting for the right time, the perfect moment, let me tell you the time is now. There will never be a moment more perfect than this one. The longer you wait, the more the enemy gains ground. The longer you hesitate, the more you rob the world of the power that has been placed within you. This is not a battle for the faint of heart. It will cost you something. It may cost you comfort. It may cost you the approval of those who prefer silence over truth. It may cost you friendships, opportunities, and the ease of an untroubled life. But what is that compared to the weight of eternal purpose? What is the approval of man compared to the call of the one who formed you? Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let doubts chain you. The same Spirit that raised the dead, that split the seas, that tore down walls, that shut the mouths of lions, that Spirit is in you. And he is waiting for you to stand, waiting for you to believe, waiting for you to activate the most dangerous power you have been given. Your faith is not meant to be safe. It is not meant to be polite. It is meant to be a weapon, a fire, a force that sets the world ablaze. So rise, stand, speak, move, and watch what happens when you finally activate the power that has been within you all along.